Elk Grove is rethinking Kammerer Road development goals. Mutual Housing California is planning new construction on Stockton Boulevard. A new freeway on-ramp in Placerville could begin construction soon. So those are the headlines today for Wednesday, January 20th, 2021. And it's Inauguration Day. And I know some of you out there may have clicked on this video for inauguration news, but there won't be any inauguration news in this video. Just me reporting on construction projects happening in and around the Sacramento region. So since you clicked on this video, why don't you watch and see what it's all about? I'm Logan Williams. This is Construction Business TV. So before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Better yet, why don't you hit that notification bell so you can be immediately informed the second a new video gets posted. Without further ado, let's get into it. The city of Placerville's decades-long project to improve the west part of the city's connectivity with US Highway 50 is moving ahead as construction on a new eastbound freeway on-ramp from Ray Lawyer Drive could begin soon. It's called the Western Placerville Interchanges project, and Placerville City Council awarded the $2.7 million construction contract to Doug Veer Camp General Engineering Incorporated at its meeting on Tuesday. City engineer Rebecca Neves said the total $3.9 million budget is relatively inexpensive for a project like this because there aren't a lot of utilities to address. Also, the project is entirely within Caltrans or the city's right-of-way, which means the construction should be able to begin relatively soon. Funding for the project largely comes from state highway project funds and the 2017 Senate Bill 1 gas tax. Phase 1 of the project completed improvements on the westbound side of the freeway, including a connection to Ray Lawyer Drive and improvements along Fair Lane. Phase 2 began in 2018 with the construction of an off-ramp from the eastbound highway to Ray Lawyer Drive, as well as a new park and ride and improvements to Forney Road. Future phases would focus on the westernmost interchanges at Placerville Drive and Forney Road and rebuild the intersections on those roads that manage traffic coming on and off the highway. According to Neves, the city eventually plans to build a new county courthouse near Ray Lawyer Drive on the south side of the freeway to replace the 115-year-old courthouse on Main Street. Affordable housing developer Mutual Housing California is planning to have both commercial and residential components on the former San Juan Motel site on Stockton Boulevard. In addition to 116 affordable housing units, the 5.5-acre site on the Sacramento City/County line would have a commercial building with tenants such as Head Start and the Sacramento Employment Training Agency. Roberto Jimenez, Mutual Housing CEO, says that they're really thinking about jobs for the neighborhood, and the next step is really nailing down the funding for the project, which will be located at 5700 Stockton Boulevard. The project would have a series of buildings with 100 units designed for rents ranging from 30% to 60% of the area median income. The remaining 16 units would be for people who were recently homeless. Jimenez said his group will apply for tax credits next year, and if it's successful, project construction could start by the end of 2022 with an estimated project cost of $4.8 million and construction scheduled to take about a year. And now for an update on Kammerer Road in Elk Grove, which I first reported on in the beginning of December. Elk Grove's current southern boundary is getting new scrutiny from the city for what kind of development it will see in the future. The city is beginning to plan for Kammerer, eventually having elements of both the street's future development as an expressway and the city's overall need for more urban-style job centers. Christopher Jordan, Elk Grove's Director of Strategic Planning and Innovation, says that this is going to be a long process as the vision gets in place. That process starts in earnest this week with an Elk Grove Planning Commission hearing on an urban design study for Kammerer between Bighorn Road on the west and Highway 99 on the east. The study will take into account Promenade Parkway going north from Kammerer to Whitelock Parkway. While at one time that area was expected to become a mall and large retail destination, it's now planned to have a casino and complementary development such as hotels nearby. Jordan said Kammerer is also expected to become the westernmost portion of the Capital Southeast Connector which will end in El Dorado Hills. Under the urban design study, 4 lanes of Kammerer, 2 in each direction, would still serve that purpose. By rethinking a development pattern for Kammerer, he said, the city has a better chance of establishing job centers that fit with where demand is going, especially as COVID-19 is also expected to change future office space demand. Under the concept being reviewed by the Elk Grove Planning Commission, Kammerer and Promenade Parkway would have 5 zones or transects with more dense development and job centers, and then less dense development in areas in between transects. Jordan said, though the starting point is different, he sees the goal as creating something akin to R Street in Sacramento. But planning for that kind of goal, he said, took decades to become realized. So that's going to do it for this edition of Project Watch Sacramento. For Construction Business TV, this has been Logan Williams reporting. And if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. But if you didn't like it, you can give it a thumbs down, because that's your opinion and you watched the video and you've reached the end of it. But until the next one, I'll see you lovely folks next time. Take care.